Today we have a hot topic for you. Should you start a t-shirt business in 2024? Let's break down the pros and cons so we can decide if it's the right move for you and your future. Stick around to the end of the video for some really great tips if you do decide to start a t-shirt business this year. All right, so I think the first pro here is kind of strange since you see all these expensive embroidery machines behind me, but the first pro is low cost of entry. You can get started, honestly, you can get started for almost free with print on demand nowadays, which is a great way to get started. If not, you want to keep it more hands-on, you can get a heat press for a few hundred these days and get started right away. So I would highly recommend doing that. That's actually my number one way of getting started, is to pick up a heat press and just press transfers. If you really want to get hands-on, you can even get a vinyl cutter. So compared to other business, t-shirt printing is actually really cheap. You don't need a huge investment, even though you see these embroidery machines behind me and I got a couple expensive printers over there too. You don't need that to get started. The coolest thing with print on demand is you can just test designs. When one takes off, you can get transfers made, bring it all in-house, or just keep it rolling with your print on demand service. Starting a t-shirt business really allows you to express your creative side more than pretty much any other business nowadays. Especially if you're good with trends. Being in the trends and keeping up with that is huge in this business. And one of the most important pros of starting a t-shirt business is the growth of online shopping. Everyone is shopping online. Everyone is selling online. If you're not already selling online, get online now. One great thing about shopping online is that people love to support handmade businesses. So selling on Etsy and even through your personal social media makes selling t-shirts and products online much easier than you expect. You do have to learn how to drive that traffic, whether you're paying for ads or you're coming up with really creative social media content. You got to drive the content one way or another, or you got to drive the traffic to you one way or another, whether that's through your content or through paid ads. So definitely keep that in mind. All right, the time has come. So we talked about the pros and all the good reasons, or not, maybe not all the. We talked about some of the pros and some of the reasons why it's smart to start a business here in 2024, why you should start a business, t-shirt business here in 2024. Now let's talk about the cons on why you shouldn't. As we just talked about selling online and how much it's growing and how everyone's selling online. That's the first con, is the competition. Whether you're selling on Etsy, Shopify, or your social media, it is crowded because of it being such a low entry point, a low cost of entry. Don't be alarmed. It's not like the end of the world. Just know you're going to have to work hard and you're going to have to outwork people, because everyone wants money. Everyone wants sales. So what are you going to do to get the sales? Are you going to work harder? Are you going to complain? What are you going to do? I would just suggest being unique, because if you just copy and doing every design that everyone else is doing, you're not going to stand out. All right, as I stated, you're going to have to market your business, and that's where the traffic comes in. That's how you get your traffic, by marketing. Marketing is its own beast. There's people out there whose whole career it is to market. So don't be alarmed when you first start trying to market that you struggle. That's probably normal. You're gonna learn. Just keep putting in the effort. You might lose some money on ads, but don't get discouraged. Just keep in mind that running a business costs money. But yeah, so you're gonna have to really strategize on how to build your audience and how to turn that audience into customers. It's very possible, but it takes skill and time to learn how to do that. But it's very possible if you try. And that brings me to the final con, which would be quality control. Whether you're doing print on demand or you're outsourcing your products, having good quality control and having everything how you want it can be challenging. And that's why we bring everything in-house, is so we could be on top of all of the quality control. Which is another thing, is when we produce for other people, we're very on top of the quality. We're very on top of the quality control and attention to detail when printing for other brands, as that's an easy way to lose clients. One bad batch from a print shop can ruin your brand's name. So keep that in mind. Test out a couple print shops, see who's going to put out the best quality for you, the quickest, and who's also going to be there when you need them, whether it's through instant message or phone. So after hearing all the pros and cons, should you start a t-shirt business in 2024? I think if you're a creative person and you have a unique vision, you're willing to stand out in a very crowded marketplace, you're ready to do something different, ready to tackle marketing, social media content, and not just tackle it, but learn all of it. You know, if you got to be a student, you got to study this stuff. Just know, if you do choose this path and become good at it and successful at it, it's the most rewarding career path I've ever been on. So I highly recommend it. But just telling you now, if you're not prepared for competition, people stealing your designs, people trying to undercut you at all costs, and if you're not willing to work harder than you will at your 40-hour-a-week job, just know this is going to be a lot more hours than you expect. So if you're not willing to put in that hard work and the consistency, I would reconsider starting a t-shirt business in 2024. There are other side hustles to choose, possibly Uber, DoorDash, or I don't know, another business. All right, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, thoughts, or comments, please drop them down below. I'll definitely be looking to respond, and I'd love to hear any criticism, or maybe drop your pros and cons too. I really appreciate the help. Thank you again for being here. You have a great day.